Hey guys, welcome to the Property Panel Podcast. You got myself, Jalen Hardcastle, here with co-host Josh Story, and today we're going to be bringing you a nice market update. I think that you're going to enjoy.
Yeah, we're getting in a market update. I think it's about time for one. We squeeze them in every now and then.
Quarter of the year, every 3 months, we try and put one in.
Yeah, and sometimes we get a little busy and
got to throw something together. We ain't gonna lie to you.
Together.
This ain't showbiz. This is Jay and Josh.
This is real life.
Give it thanks to our sponsors, Josh.
I want to thank our title sponsor for the episode. A big shout out to Collier Title Company. If you need deed prep, title work, closings, and more, they're located in Brandenburg, E-Town, and Louisville. You can call them at 270-763-6589. For this week's sponsor, We Buy Houses. We can offer cash and close in as little as 2 weeks. No matter the house, no matter what it looks like, what you owe on it. Give us a call at 270-945-5416 or 270-945-7189.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that, Josh. And thank you for that graphic. That thing looks sweet right there. But again, if you or anyone you know would like to be a weekly, monthly, or yearly sponsor, it's 100 weekly, 300 monthly, and 3,000 yearly. You're advertising our intros, outros, as well as intermissions when we have them on all social media platforms. Obviously, I think we're going to start coming back with a little bit of live now that we got a little bit more time on Fridays, and maybe work a little later. Start coming at you guys live on Friday nights again here and there. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. Go ahead, give us a like, share, subscribe, and we're excited to give it to them today.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think we're going to go ahead and dive right into it. So if you guys have been kind of wondering what the market's doing right now, if you're planning to buy or sell, or if you're just wondering what is going on. So
what is going on, Josh?
We're going to go over a few different parts of the market. We're going to specifically hit Kentucky. I know there might be a few viewers outside of Kentucky. So sorry about that. We'll do a brief national.
Our distribution range has widened, whatever that means on Facebook.
Yeah, we do. It's surprising. So we have we
got a badge for it today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on Facebook we got a little.
That's
badge.
Pretty cool. I'll look at that later.
Distribution badge.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, we have like five countries that watch us, and then like a bunch of states. So it's kind of surprising. And actually, I think well over 50% of you aren't following, so please
you need to
please leave a follow.
Oh, tell them about our giveaways we're doing. When you do follow, you have a reason to follow.
There is multiple reasons to follow. One, we're bringing you breathtaking content that you can't get anywhere else, and the other one is we're doing giveaways. Man, we're doing a 300 follower giveaway, which we're getting close to, and then we're going to do a 500 follower giveaway, and we're going to be giving away gift cards. I mean,
gift cards,
restaurants. I don't know what we're
money,
gonna do.
Real money to places,
or just money,
or maybe money. But we'll do either or. Yeah, we'll do money or
if you or someone you know likes to eat for free.
Tell them to watch our show.
Tell them to follow Property Panel Podcast. Yeah, they don't even have to watch it.
Yeah, well, just follow you. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot easier than watching.
But please tune in.
Maybe at least click on the video so we get a viewer.
Click on the video. You don't have to actually watch it. No, but for real. We're going to get into different parts of the real estate market, mainly focusing on Kentucky, and then we'll maybe hit a little bit of the national scale. Okay. We'll talk about current, past, and future on what we think.
I like that.
And what we have right now in Kentucky, experts anticipate a slight decrease. Okay, let me rewind that. That's the next segment.
That's the next segment.
All right, home prices and appreciation. The average home value in Kentucky is approximately $208,000. Reflecting a 5.8 increase over the past year, so it's still going up.
And then I say, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. And it's saying home value, so that also includes appraisals.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think that's because we've had an influx of those manufactured home, really bringing that property value down. Did they say that was an increase?
No, increase.
Actually?
It's an increase, but it might have been more if there weren't.
Well, also those double wides coming in could bring the other double wide, single wide value up, which it has done, actually, as we've noted.
Yeah, and it's saying $208,000 is what it's at value.
Mm-hmm.
Average. So I mean, it could bring it up, because some of those double wides can sell for.
And now now they're getting more, but that's interesting facts to know. And we want it to be affordable here too, so that's why. That is a good price range. I'm sure if you looked at the average around, the country, that's one of the lower ones, I'd say.
Yeah, I think we're doing good, though. It seems like it's slowed down, but it's still kicking up.
People always believe it. Oh, it's on a decline, and here's your facts, folks.
Yep, and we'll keep going with them. So that was the home value.
Josh is full of facts.
The median sales price reached $267,000. In 2024, November of 2024.
So that was just value and then sales price.
Yeah, so value would include homes that aren't selling. So
and your value is only assessed every 4 years, at least in or in our county. I'm sure in and our surrounding counties. But yeah, so obviously that's why the home value is a little bit less than the sales price, but also because these homes are selling for more than they were last year. So it's constantly increasing.
Right. And then, the median sales price is about $60,000 over the value, but that was measured in November of 2024, marking an 8.1% increase year over year.
That's a really good increase. Almost 10.
Yeah, dude, that's
That's
going
impressive.
steady.
You need to invest in Kentucky and call me and Josh when you do.
If you want to buy a lot of land, let me know.
And then we could subdivide it off.
anything
No,
else.
I'm just kidding.
Don't do that.
We want to save our land. I've been honestly thinking, and I don't even know what these viewers think about it, but we got these solar farms coming out right here in Irvington. I know that you've heard about it, and I didn't even realize, some of these buyers, I've sold a few houses since they've come in, so they're obviously knowledgeable about the construction of these things, but I've heard from buyers that bought it initially thinking they were getting a cornfield, in the back of their property, and they were really thrilled about it, not neighbors moving up on them. And even worse, they had that solar field. They hear the construction every day. And I was showing houses on a Sunday at like noon. I sold one over there recently, and I heard them working on a Sunday. And I talked to one of the neighbors that own it. They said, yes, they work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week over there.
Are they still installing it, or are they making?
They're still installing them and stuff like that. But also, I've read online that, when they make storms, I don't know if this is true, but they make storms come because it's heating up the atmosphere and stuff like that. So, like, more prone for tornadoes and such. Obviously, flatter land, so they have more time to touch down. And then, obviously, after they use these fields, the ground is basically contaminated, so it's not even usable farmland anymore. Yeah. So that property value is going to tank whenever. I don't know what the life expectancy of those things are, or how often or costly it is to replace. But
that's why I'm not a big fan of like solar.
And then what do you got to do to
wind.
make or still run that solar?
Son,
Coal. You still got to do coal to make electricity, son.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they become like batteries.
Yeah, that's true.
That they'll hold power, but now you're like your Teslas.
Mm-hmm.
They're running on coal.
Well, yeah. That's maybe what I meant.
But either way, I don't think if it it's doing all that, and then the materials that it takes to make that, which is why it contaminates the ground. Like it's not really like
I don't like it.
It's not always sunny.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure if you've seen all these Facebook ads, which they're not just false ads. I've heard of people getting it where they get the basically forgivable loan for getting solar on their houses and stuff in Kentucky at the moment.
Yeah.
I guess we're trying to make us into a green state or something.
I have no idea, but I think that's a scam.
No, people have gotten it. I've talked to people that have actually gotten it.
They don't get like a loan?
It's a
interest-free loan.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is, man.
Yeah,
they're still charging. I think they're still charging it.
I mean, it was still like I think they added to their mortgage is what it was because I had one person try and sell their house and it was like $40,000. They got them and it was not what they was expecting because it was like they supposed to owe $240 and I think they ended up owing $280 because of the solar panels.
Good Lord.
Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah, they tried to do that with a roof for us. They were like, "Yeah, we can do a $25,000 roof." It was like
I had this person call the office the other day, and they was like, "Yeah, they wanted to charge me $90,000 to do my roof, and I just thought that was a little outrageous." And I was like, "Bro, what kind of roof you got? What's your square footage?" And he told me, and I was like, "Yeah, I think we can get someone to do about 10-15 for you at the maximum."
It's those big companies that just send out like 100,000 mailers.
Yeah.
And then
the old
they're
people
like, "We can get you a roof."
And then they send out an adjuster, and they're like, "Yeah, I'll give you $100,000." And then they try and do it on the insurance claim. The insurance people, it's crazy. Back and forth.
Sketchy. Use locals.
Sorry.
Local people.
Sorry, I'm on my soapbox today.
All right. Now we're going to go to sales activity. So in November of 2024, 3,462 listings were sold, which is a 4% increase to the previous year. So units.
So we're still moving at a good rate too.
However, some reports indicate a 9% year-over-year decrease in home sales, with only 4,052 homes sold compared to 4,430.
That's national average.
43. It says Kentucky. So the first claim is from Link, Kentucky, linknky.com. And then the second one is HOUZEO.
.what?
.com. Check the sources, guys.
Check your sources.
But either way,
because we're not.
it could go either way.
But at the end of the show, and the reason we're giving you these are facts that you're going to read on the internet. So we're kind of coming at you like a consumer would, reading these facts on the internet. And then at the end of the show, I think we're going to break it down and kind of explain to you what's actually happening from a professional perspective.
From our perspective, yeah. And then market dynamics. Homes are spending more time on the market, with median days increasing to 20 days, up 6 days year over year. I could see that.
I can see that as well.
The number of homes for sale rose by 12% compared to 2023, indicating a growing inventory. And that might be national. It might be mixing in some nationals and international.
Huh? You know where the dolly is, Josh?
Which dolly? I didn't pick up a dolly. I just carried it. Okay, thanks. We can just keep going. And I can cut
yeah, sorry. Short interruptions. Yeah. We're here at the office, like we said.
All right. So they could be mixing in some like national stats with some state stats. But anyways, affordability. Kentucky ranks among the top 5 most affordable states to raise children, with a median home price of $300,000 and an estimated required salary of $190,000 for a family with 2 working adults. That's pretty crazy. Estimated required salary to make $200K a year
for this home.
That's pretty high, I think, for affordability. Yeah, isn't that a crazy statement? Not very many people make that much. Most people are making like $100K.
For a family, though, so I guess together they're making $200,000.
Okay.
Because if you make less than,
I guess if you're gonna buy a $300,000 house, you're either gonna want to have a good, healthy down payment or be making, probably close to. And $150,000.
People think you do gotta make over $100,000, and really, home prices are high, but they're still affordable. And obviously, if you think that you can't afford something because you're renting, you're obviously paying someone else's mortgage off. And I know that the interest rates can fluctuate, and that definitely helps the mortgage payment and stuff like that, as well as the lenders do. But I would say talk to a real estate professional, and I think they could guide you in the right steps for you.
And two, it's really up to how you spend your money. If you got 3 car payments, or your insurance is high, like if that's where a lot of your money is going to, that might affect what your home loan will be or how much home you can afford. So depending on your budget is a big factor too. And then, there's also different style homes that you could go with to get more bang for your buck. So like the double wide manufactured will go FHA, VA, conventional.
We even got single wides that'll go, and that
single
nowadays.
wides. So like if you need to save even more money, you can. I've actually sold a few single wides to some small families, and it's like the perfect sized home. And they can get it for around $150 with the single wide, and then like a double wide be around $200.
Those things are nice. You can do those up. We actually, I grew up in a single wide. Actually, if you don't know that, but for the first 8 years of my life, or 10, 12 years, whatever. But I actually have a friend. His parents just bought a single wide down in Florida because they want to go down there on vacation. And I was like expecting something around here. They got that thing done up. Like, it's luxury single wide. Like, I would live in that thing for sure. Not that I wouldn't live in one around here because, like I said, I grew up in one. But that thing, I would live in that. Like, I don't need no house.
You can make it nice. You can make it nice. You can make a tree house nice if you wanted to. But
they have those luxury ones in Gatlinburg you can stay in.
To me, the only downside to them is they are just a square. That's the only downside. But they can make.
They're not very wide,
Right. They're not very wide. So, like, your rooms, it's kind of like a big hallway almost. But, different ways to do the layouts and stuff can make it feel more homey. But other than that, they're solid homes. They're safe. Permanent foundation.
We've done a episode on that about a year and a half ago.
Right.
It's like 3 or 4 maybe.
I thought it was episode 1.
Episode 1 was our CMA.
And
we did it right over there.
That's right over there. With that first camera was so bad.
It was a webcam.
That mic that I had.
Oh yeah. We've came a long way.
So here's what to expect in the future. Mortgage rates. I guess this is probably all speculative. But experts anticipate slight decrease in mortgage rates throughout 2025. However, rates are not expected to return to the historical low levels of 3 to 4% Instead, forecasts suggest they will stabilize around the mid to low sixes by the end of the year. So I mean, that seems.
I've been calling it.
I mean, come on.
Everyone's like, "He'll get down to 5 or 4." I'm like, "No, I think 6 is the lowest we're gonna see for quite a while." So the get while the getting's good, and we did actually see the first time since I think it was like 21 or 22, a couple weeks prior, there was a 6-week downfall in interest rates, which was the longest downfall, like I said, since 21. And then it did go up, I think, a couple days ago. So we're at like a 6.1 for most government funded loans. So it's pretty good. And I have been telling people, because that's a big thing whenever people are buying houses. And I'm like, man, I was like, that 6% is good. I was like, I luckily have enough generational experience in the family to understand that back in the day, people was buying at 16%, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We've mentioned that many times about Uncle Marty. And I think that, you know, for our economy to truly progress, we need to stay at that 6. And I wouldn't even be mad at an 8 or 9.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think the 2 to 4% is healthy for the economy.
No.
I think
It
honestly,
caused that big boom.
I think that's what caused the price hike.
Yeah, it is.
So it kind of, you know, that's what caused the price hike. So you want to keep at like 6%. Like that's a good, healthy thing for the government. And also, I'm not a financial expert, but
I am. No.
that's just how I feel.
No, Josh has, you know, been in the game for a long time, so he's got the experience.
It's year 4, baby.
You know,
like going into year 5.
And we all. That's one thing that I was watching. You know, Red Bull. They got, you know, a lot of motocross stuff going on, and
have you seen the Red Bull memes?
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's like hold on, you keep talking.
Yeah. But anyways, they was talking about Hunter Lawrence and Jet Lawrence, which I know you've heard me talk about him a little bit while you've, you know, come over and watch it with me. And they were saying Hunter Lawrence was the best growing up. Jet Lawrence was a few years behind him. And, you know, Jet's obviously the better one now. And the dad talks like, you know, if I grew up and the younger one was not more successful than all of us, then I would have failed him, because he should not only know all of our knowledge and everyone else's knowledge, but his knowledge as well. So we should keep on building each other. So, you know, that's why people, especially in our office, I think progress so quickly, is because we all have, you know, such good experiences and we can work well off of each other. And I think that really allows us to service our clients, you know, to the best ability.
Yeah, I think it's a great place to work, and when you have like, you know, like a history like your family does, it does help a lot, and like to the point of the youngest, you know, doing better. You know, I see that in your 2 kids. You know, not that Ezra's not doing great.
No, I totally.
But Jax is picking up on what Ezra's doing.
Yeah, he's
like kind of just getting to it a little bit
talk
faster.
And stuff. It's crazy, and then it's like, man, I want you to slow down. It's way too quick. And as you know, you're about to have a baby. I know we haven't brought it up much on the podcast. Sorry if you're not comfortable mentioning it.
No, you're fine.
But
any day now.
You know, any day now, Josh is due with his little one, and he's, you know, Uncle Josh to my kids. So. Pretty cool to see him turn into a dad, and you know.
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
Excited to see where that takes you.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we have a bunch of them.
That door is going off. I know that y'all can't hear it probably, but that damn door is going off, and it's driving me insane.
Okay, I can't find the Red Bull memes, but it's like every other brand, and it's just like they're sponsoring something, and it's like Red Bull, and they're like jumping out of a plane.
Yeah,
with no
parachute. I did see that too. I seen that on TikTok.
Meanwhile,
something.
Red Bull.
But we're gonna break it down to you and kind of go over to a little synopsis of what we've done, you know, and what's happening in our community currently in Meade, Hardin, Breck, surrounding counties, even as far as Louisville, that we service currently. Obviously, we will bring you anywhere in Kentucky, but we might refer you out to get you the best service that you could possibly deserve. But we know a lot of great agents, whether it's in this state or another, and we wholesale across all 52, so keep that in mind when you're looking. But again, yeah, so I think here, like you said, we kind of nailed it on the head. I mean, the facts weren't too terribly wrong. I could see them being misinterpreted in a few points, but as far as, you know, like you said, I think that the market's still growing, prices are increasing. I think we're on that incline for a good little while, and we've talked a lot about inflation. It's like a stair step, not really ever going down. The housing market has crashed once, you know, before, so people are a little scared. But I think that if we keep on with this trend, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, I think we'll do pretty well. And then also, you know, it depends on the economy in general. So like the future of the economy, like inflation will end up affecting home prices if it has to, you know. which I don't know anything about that.
No.
The economy, like what the economy's gonna do. But as far as real estate and what I see day to day, I started in probably the hottest period in a long time or ever. 2020 for whatever reason was just on fire, but it's slowed down a little bit from there in terms of just you list, it's gone
over ask price.
Yeah,
too,
10 offers, like we're not seeing that typically, but it does happen sometimes. Stuff sitting on markets for a little bit longer.
Stuff stupid.
But stuff sitting on the market just a little bit longer. But as far as prices, to me, they seem pretty steady, if not trending upwards. I don't see them really going. I haven't seen anything trend downwards really. It's either stayed the same, and it's a stair step. So like sometimes just 6 months they'll stay the same, and then all of a sudden another 5,000 on top of it. They start. And I think
the average days, like you kind of nailed all of it in the head, in one kind of answer, Josh. So bravo to you. And thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But I was literally about to repeat what you said, and I was like, well, damn, he just kind of knocked it out of the park right there, I guess,
But not man, much you could do. You really don't know, like, long-term future, but short-term future, it's looking good. Things are trending upwards. Market's growing, businesses are opening around here, so it's just looking good so far.
It's looking really
looking good. And don't be scared of interest rates.
Don't be scared of the interest rates.
Date the rate.
Marry the house.
Marry the house. So if you find a house you love
and
truly love,
we knew we was coming
with the rate.
We said we was coming with the sardines this week, but like we said, we was a little busy. So next week we're gonna come back. We got the questions, the episode all wrote out, so we're for sure gonna do that next week. Yeah. And if anyone wants to donate a hat, I fell in the toilet, so that's why you got me my afro today.
Is that what's sitting on the
That's what's sitting in there. Yeah, I fell in the toilet. Been forgetting to take it home to wash it, so thanks for that, Josh.
How did that
Thanks for that. My son came to work, and I had to wipe his ass. So I bent over, and that thing fell right in, and I was like, damn. Ain't that something? But thank you for watching. Go ahead, give us a like, share, subscribe, and Josh, give a thanks to our sponsors.
Big shout out to Collier Title Company. If you need D-Prep, title work, closings, and more, they're located in Brandenburg, E-Town, and Louisville. You can call them at 270-763-6589. And for this week's sponsor, We Buy Houses, we can offer cash and close in as little as 2 weeks. You can give us a call at 270-945-5416 or 270-945-7189.